Do babies go to hell because they can't outwardly express that they accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior, nor could they understand that?
So, I mean, that's a great. I don't believe babies can go to hell. Jewish tradition taught an age of accountability. They believed that when an individual reached a certain age, then they became accountable for their actions. They became accountable for God. And I'm not so sure about that, but I believe that we have to reach some sort of maturity level that we can understand our actions being right and wrong and morally right and wrong. Otherwise, how could we be accountable for that? So, I guess some of these questions are questions that deserve longer discussions, and we can set that up sometime. But I guess short answer, no. I think that would be ridiculous that a baby go to hell. Now we do see children. Once they reach a certain age, we see. We can go over here and watch these babies or watch these little children, and one of them is going to see a toy that the other has that they like, and they're going to go jerk that toy away from them because they want it. And we see selfishness there. We see meanness, or we can see somebody. We can go over there and watch, and I believe long enough. If we watch long enough, we will see one of the children get angry at the other children and hit them or hurt them intentionally, and that's sin. But to be able to hold a child, an infant, accountable, or even a young child accountable for that before God, I would have trouble with that. So in that sense, I kind of do believe that there is an age of maturity, and that age might be different for different people, but I believe there's an age of maturity that we must reach to be able to be held accountable. And I think we see that a lot in our own justice system. That there's an age of accountability. There's an accountability and a maturity level that people have to demonstrate before, even in our own justice system, that they are held accountable for their violations, and then you have to wonder, well, where do we find that? How does our justice system come up for that? Where do they find their gauge or whatever for morality? And then I believe goes back to God. So long answer, but I believe it deserves a better, longer answer, and that may be a question that we can come back to in another video. So just to give you the short answer, no, I don't believe that babies could go to hell.
Can be free, and we're here to help.